What is a virtual office address and why you may need one? A virtual office address essentially is an address that a person or a business can utilize that's not their actual brick and mortar location. So typically you will see first time entrepreneurs or small business owners get a virtual office address so they're not listing their home address as their business location. And you don't want to do that primarily for security reasons, but also if you plan on building business credit, you don't want to have your home listed as your business location. So what you would do is you would purchase a virtual office address from a provider. What the provider will give you is an address, an actual brick and mortar location address that you can utilize on all of your documentations that you are, let's say, submitting to the state or maybe on your website or things like that. And your mail and correspondence would come to that provider. They would then get you your mail to you. Now, typically, you would get your mail either mailed to you or scanned. And most providers like we would scan your mail into your online portal where you then will be able to view it, delete it, things like that. And so you're never missing any mail when you have a virtual office address. Also, if you have a local virtual office address, let's say that you're only about 10 minutes away or 20 minutes away from that actual brick and mortar location that you purchased the virtual address from, most times you can also go in and pick up your mail. Once again, the main purpose for getting a virtual office address is to protect your primary residence if you do not already have a commercial office space. Okay, so if you're looking for a virtual address for your business, sign up with your registered agent today. Hey guys, have you had a chance to get a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Ron Guide? If you are ready to build a remote online notary business, then this book is what you need. In this book, I give you all the information that you need to know in order to build a successful remote online business, no matter what state you're in, as long as your state authorizes remote online notarizations. Head on over to Amazon today and get your copy. You'll be glad you did. What's up, guys? I'll make sure my mic is on. A lot of times I think it is, and then it's not. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Tell me if you can hear me really quick, because I did not check my mic, but I think audio. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Cool. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys? So, if you've been with me for a while, you've been following me for a while, you guys know I will do like a binge work weekend where I just kind of lock in and work the entire weekend. And I usually will go live during the entire weekend. So I'll go live on YouTube or Instagram, and I will train on different things throughout the weekend. This is one of those weekends, okay? And it was just because I didn't have any places that I had to be. We do have a class today at 10, but that's the only place I have to be. And you're probably like, Vanessa, tomorrow's Mother's Day. I'm a mother every day. It really doesn't matter. But I am going to take I have a surprise for my mom tomorrow, but it's not going to take the whole day. And she actually got part of her gift during the week. So sent her to get a nice little massage. She quite enjoyed that. So she has another gift tomorrow. But that's, I don't know. I just don't do holidays. I mean, it just depends. Some people will say like, it's a holiday. Because someone said it was a holiday, I don't know. So I will be working this whole weekend. If you are like me and you're like, yes, we're gonna work this weekend, we can work together, because guess what? And also too, a lot of people are not going to be working. So that's the other thing too. So whenever people are not working, I like to work even harder, because then I get ahead of them. Like a lot of people, don't work on holidays, they don't work on weekends, they don't work after 5, they don't work, when it's raining outside, they don't work, oh, snow day, And so it's like, I don't really care what everybody else does. I just like, and then on top of that, I love working. And so I was going over my vision board, which I'm looking at right now. I was doing my vision board and I was thinking about, okay, this is May. You're about to be at June. You're halfway through the year. How you looking on those goals, sis? And so I'm like, okay, I need to lock in. And I feel like if I lock in this month, there's a lot of things I really want to finish. And it's a matter of time management and prioritization. And so I was like, okay, Vanessa, you can lock in for the next 48 hours and just like destroy everything, like just get everything done. A couple licenses I'm supposed to finish that I still have not finished, and just different things I need to have done for different projects that I'm working on. And so it's like, okay, you can lock in tunnel vision and get it done. And I love it because my kids get really involved, and they help with different things. And then we'll like lock in and, okay, all right, DoorDash. And then, we set timers. So I'm a big fan, just so I can tell you how this weekend works. So I'm a big, I understand Parkinson's law. And so Parkinson's law says work fills the space allotted for it. So if you give yourself a whole day to do one task, it'll take the whole day. If you say, okay, you only have an hour to do this task, you'll finish it in an hour. So I started off this morning making this long list of my first set of tasks that I want to get done. And then next to each task is a time frame. And the way I do that is I say, okay, it will take me 2 hours to do that. And it's like, no, do it in 30 minutes. And I challenge myself to push to get it done quicker. And then we set timers, and then we have rewards, and it's a whole fun shenanigan. But I love doing this because, and then even during this, I can tell you guys too, during this weekend, I'll be binging tons of content, whether that's via YouTube. I usually will do, when I'm working, I'll do it audio. So that way I can listen to it and take it in while I'm working, on whatever that is. So it'll usually be Audible, or it will be a podcast, depending on what I'm listening to, on Spotify, or it'll be on YouTube. And so that's how I'm also able to learn a lot of content. And I basically pick content based off what I'm working on. So like this morning, I was watching this video. I love all things AI, and there's a lot more tools out there than just ChatGPT, but that's the one that everyone always talks about. So I know you guys like, oh, I know that one, but they have some new integrations that I really want to play around with and, just get really familiar with. So I was watching a video on that I really want to see how it works to do a number of different things. And then I'm challenging myself too, when I'm getting to these things. It's like, okay, how can I use AI to complete these tasks 10 times faster, 100 times faster? And so I do that too over the weekend. So let's say, for example, like the first thing that I'm going to be working on is emails. And so you guys know I use a AI tool, Compose, and I use an AI tool called Jasper. And I do have a discount link for Jasper. I don't have one for Compose AI. So there is a free version for Compose AI that you can use. If you have not seen what they can do, I had a training actually for that, for the AI, but basically it writes your emails for you. And so I'll put those links into the chat really quick so you can have them. But so the first thing, and then as I'm going through my work for the day, I'm going to be telling you guys things you should be working on at the same time. This is going to be very similar. Well, this is the same kind of layout that we're going to be doing for the boot camp. How many of you guys registered for the boot camp? That starts in a few days. It starts today on the 23rd. 10 days away. Okay, so hold on, let me get this link for you guys really quick. And I turned my computer around a different way, so bear with me because I'm trying to get a different setup. I really want to do the setup where you have the treadmill walk, so like you walk while you work. Yeah, that's my next thing I want to do. Oh, okay, all right, so This one is, so you use this link for Jasper. It gives you 10,000 bonus credits when you sign up. And the credits are just the credits are used for using the system. So like I use Jasper. I showed a lot of people before when I use Jasper. I use it for like whenever I type, the little Jasper head is there. So like right now in my comments section, it's a Jasper head. And I can click it, for example. So it goes wherever your cursor is. And I can say, write a comment about, I don't know. It's usually good when you're responding to something. Hold on. Okay. So I just told her to write a comment about becoming a notary signing agent. I took a becoming a notary signing agent with my online course. I'm regretting, but the course was comprehensive yet easy to understand. Gave me so this was like this was like and then you can edit it too. Let's see. I took the NSA course with Notary to Notary. So this is like someone else would have written it. But anyway, so it puts a comment, period. So like my little Jasper head wrote that comment. I just changed what was in all caps. And so, but basically the way it works is like you have a little Jasper thing head, and like I'm using it to write grants. I've used it to write emails. I use it to write like PowerPoints. I used to write everything. And so I just tell it what I want it to write. And the reason why I like Jasper, like I still use ChatGPT and a bunch of other tools, is that Jasper has a Chrome extension. And the Chrome extension basically is whenever I'm online and my cursor is somewhere that I can type, I can tell it what to say. So it's versus when you're using ChatGPT, you have to copy and paste, and then a lot of times you have to remove the background because it like will kind of sometimes give you the funny formatting, and then you have to edit it wherever you're sending it. Versus with Jasper, it's like right where it is already. You can tweak it, the same thing, but it's like a lot more user friendly. Like you can use it everywhere online, wherever your cursor is. You know what I'm talking about? When I see the cursor, the little thing that you type, like that, wherever your cursor is. So I use that for a lot of stuff. And so I put the link for ChatGPT in here too. Not ChatGPT, I fibbed, Jasper. And you can try it out and just see if you like it. A lot of times people like they will get into it and they don't really understand how to use it, and then that can kind of be a discourager from using the new technology. But I want to tell you guys something that I've said. How many times have you heard me say you could be brand new into any industry right now, and if you use ChatGPT or any other AI, if you use AI tools, online marketing AI tools right now, you can completely dominate your sector. How many of you guys heard me say that before? No matter what industry you're in, if you use AI tools in online marketing, you can completely dominate your sector. Okay. Oh, good. She joined. Hey, Ziana. She joined the I was like, I got a big notification. YouTube is making some changes. Welcome to the Notary to Notary family, joining the membership. What was I saying? So you guys know I just became a loan officer recently, and so I've been working in that space. And one thing that I noticed, so like I'm always looking to see like who's really like dominating in the market. And so I was doing some research on different leaders in the space, and one company in particular that I partner with, like I know their team really well. I was just asking about their numbers, and they were showing me, like, they were telling me, like, the people who produce the most, like, who make the most each year are either have been in the space a long time. So they've been there for like 10, 20 years, or they're really tech savvy and they use social media and AI. And I was looking at that and I was like, and that's exactly what I said. Cause like one person particularly, they were telling me they just got started like within the last year, and they're already making the numbers of people who have been in it for ages, because they're leveraging tools to do a lot of that hard that initial build for them, so they're not having to do that. That same concept applies even for notary, right? And so I highly encourage you guys to start using AI. I say all the time, like my parents' generation, they got lost with technology. So it was computers, internet. If they didn't get into it, that's where they got lost and they were unable to continue to monetize their skills in the marketplace because every business is primarily run with technology. And so when they were growing up, it was learning a trade or learning a skill that was the most, valuable to the marketplace and to the economy. Right now, my generation, we are going to get lost if we don't learn AI. So the children and the young adults, the 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, they're already on it, right? They're already on it. They're good, right? But if we, in my generation, if we don't get into AI, we're going to become the parents, like our parents in like 20 years, where we're like, well, I don't really know. Show me how to use this thing again. And I'm like, that's not going to be me. So I'm like, it may be uncomfortable when you get into it. It may be intimidating. May say, well, I don't know anything about this. You also did not know how to drive, but you learned how to do that. You have a brain. It works. You can learn it. Okay. Otherwise, the only other alternative is you are deciding to become less valuable to the marketplace. And if you become less valuable to the marketplace, you cannot be upset in 20 years when you're not making the amount of money that you want to make and you're on a fixed income and you're not able to secure jobs or opportunities because you decided not to improve your skill set. In America, in the world, if you are not improving and increasing on your skill set, we're alive for 70 to 100 years. Do you really think the skill set you got when you were 10 or 20 is going to last you 50 years? Do you really think the world does not change that much? It changes so much. And the idea that you can take what you learned when you were 18, 19, 20, 25 and use it when you're 50 and 60 doesn't really make sense if you look at society, our societies change drastically every 10 years, that there's something majorly different within every 10-year, gap of time. It's a new era, it's a new technology, it's a new something, right? And so you have to then say, okay, either I'm going to decide to learn which is because it's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and take my chances, and it's okay if I got to get a job at Walmart, which probably won't even be a thing soon because the way Walmart's going with these self-checkouts and they have these new robots, and not just them, that's doing a lot of that stuff for you. You probably won't get a job at Walmart or McDonald's because they have McDonald's now that are employee-less. Okay, completely operating with machinery, employee-less. The only people that work for that McDonald's is tech support. Okay, tech support. And they probably have a cleaning crew. Okay, but there is no staff. Okay, so if you can't do tech support, you probably could be the cleaning crew, but that's probably it. So you need to make sure that you continue to increase your skill set so you're not at a disadvantage when it comes time for, in the next several years, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to make money? Okay. All right. So my humanoid will handle all of that for me. Hey, JC. I like it. Okay, so how many of you guys signed up for the bootcamp? Before we get into this, I want to make sure you guys are all registered. So we do have an intensive notary bootcamp that starts May 23rd to June 20th. Okay, and there are in-person tickets and virtual tickets. So if you're not local to me and you can't make it here Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can stream the event, the training. All the trainings do have replays. You have them for forever. You can always go back and watch them. Any PDFs that we're sharing with the group, you of course will have them too, because I upload them on our system as well. So you'll have that. The last day to register for it is the 23rd. So right when we start, because I don't want you to register the week into it and then you miss the whole first week. You can watch it, but I feel like it's really engaging when you're able to jump on with me, because then you can ask questions real time as we go through everything. And the boot camp is going to cover quite a few things. It's 8 sessions, okay? And we're having a graduation, which I'm really excited about. It's week 1 is the Notary Foundation, business building fundamentals, and general notary work. Week 2 is become a master loan closer and Ron. Week 3 is field inspections, weddings, apostilles, marketing and client management. Week 4 is AI and automation for your business, taxes and financial management, including business credit. And then we will have our graduation. Okay, so I'll put all of that in here So you guys have access to that. Can you go in more detail about what support will be what support the virtual students will get? So it's a live stream. So the way it's going to be set up is this. If you ever, well, you probably haven't seen it, but people who come in the center have seen it. So it's a live stream system. So my computer is up on one side, and then we have 6 in person. Well, it's only 2 in person, 1 in person, I think, seat left. So if you want to come in person, so you want to take a left for that, everybody else has to stream. So you'll have 6 people in the class, and then I'm in the front. And so I'll be teaching during those sessions, and it's interactive. So like the ones that come in, they'll have their laptops. If you're streaming, then just open a new tab, and we'll work through the different aspects of it. And then the way it goes is, as I'm teaching, let's say I'm teaching on a concept and someone asks a question and it's like, oh, there's a resource for that. I will either, for people that's in person, they'll either get it printed off if it's something that needs to be printed off for them. If it's a virtual, you just get it uploaded and then you can just download it. So it's an upload and download. It's really simple, upload, download for you guys. So anything that's like a document or whatnot, you'd print it off or download it on your side. If it's in person, then you'll actually have it tangible in session. And then the system that we use, you're able to ask questions, you're able to come on the video. So let's say, you have a question, you want to actually bring your video up. It's not Zoom, but it's very similar. It has more capabilities than Zoom. What is happening? I don't know. And so you're able to come on and ask questions real time. So it's very interactive. But if you don't want to be on and you don't want your camera on, you're like, no, I don't want to be involved. You can have your privacy in that space too. So it doesn't make you show your camera if you don't want to. But if you want to, you can too. And I wanted it to be more like a one-on-one kind of vibe. So you'll see when you get into it. It's going to be really good. And I want us to talk about way more than what we talk about like in my courses, because the courses are although it's very informative, it's very ordered. I want it to be more unique to each person. So let's say someone's like, oh, we're talking about business. So one thing, for example, we're going to go over business foundations, right? The fundamentals of business. We're going to talk about certifications that your business should have. So for example, in Virginia, we have SWAM cert. But that exists in every state. It's just a different name for every state. So let's say, I'm talking about the SWAM cert or the certification for small women-owned business, small minority women-owned, that certification. And you're like, hey, I'm in Florida and I can't find my application. I can pull it up and send it to you. This is what you do. And while you're doing it, if you have questions, you can ask me, hey, how do I do this? And then I can say, hey, use this. Let's say they say, oh, I need an operating agreement. Okay, I got an operating agreement template and I'll upload it and that's for you. You know what I mean? So it's more like I want everyone that's in the class to do it in the class. So it's not like a sit there and watch me talk. It's we're doing this at the same time. Okay. But then, while you're asking questions, you're able to do it with me. When we get to things, for example, like Google Business Profiles, if you haven't set it up, we can set it up. But let's say you're like, hey, Vanessa, I have it set up, but this is having this problem. Like maybe your profile suspended. I can say, okay, we'll go through the steps. Do this, submit this. Where's this paper? Go get this, upload this. And I can show you how to do the reinstatement really quick because it's not hard to do, right? But that's a real quick question. We can knock that out. Boom, now you're good. So it's really, I want it to be where you can bring your own, as we're going through, if you're having a specific problem, we can kind of jump into that and we can get your problem fixed. So it's not like just sit back and watch Vanessa talk. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be when you're done with the boot camp, you should be making money. You should have leads. You should have your system, everything set up in your business. We should be good. Let's say, for example, I had one student. She was like, well, I was trying to open a business checking account and I was having this issues. We could do it online really quick. It takes 2 seconds. We'll pick your bank. I have banks I prefer to use because their opening process is really quick, and I can just show you how to do it really quick. Upload these docs, scan these docs. We're going to be at the business center. So if we need to fax, scan, all that good stuff, print, we could do that real time. So that way, any questions that you have, you shouldn't be walking away with them. You should be able to get them resolved in the moment. If we got to call somebody or if you got to figure out how do I fix this, it's like, okay, so I'm teaching, but it's interactive. You follow me? If you miss the virtual sessions, you can ask questions later. So like the way that's why I like it better than Zoom. So we use a platform called Webinar Jam. So when you're watching the replay, you can ask questions. And when you ask the question, it just gets sent to me as an email. So you can email me the question directly, or you can ask out, or you can ask it when the video is playing. You can type the question in, and then I'll get the question as an email. Then I'll respond to you as an email. Like, okay, you just got to do this, yada, yada, yada. You follow me? Easy peasy, chicken squeezy. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so that's the boot camp. There is only one more in person, but there is virtual tickets available for that. So you can stream that virtually. And that's at notarytonotary.com, but I put the link for that into the chat. Okay, so definitely get in on that so you guys can get these businesses up and going. Anyone who's been like, I'm trying to do this and I'm this and all these, if it's not dollars, look at this post I'm going to post. One of my students, Tamika, she did a social media post yesterday where she made $300 from one appointment, and it was a general notary appointment, and it was a POA, a will, and medical directive. But I'm always highlighting Tamika, and I'm just gonna post it because I was just like, it's really not a hard business to do. It's just a matter of marketing. Like I have, like ever since I started getting back into actually getting to the field, like I have signings all the time. Like, and it's not just signings; it's e-notary, it's journal notary work. It's plenty of work. It's apostilles, but it's just a matter of marketing and getting out into it. So it's about learning the systems too. So back to what I was saying. This weekend is a work weekend for me. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going live and streaming the entire weekend for the most part. I'll either be on Facebook, YouTube, in the AI community group on Thinkific, or that's probably it. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or in the AI group. And then I have my list. My list is over there. Just keep looking at it. What we're going to be working on. And we're going to get started. So the very first thing on my list, because I always start here first, is clearing out all my emails. Okay. And so I clear out all my emails, my texts, my voicemails for my business. So I have more than one company. So I pick one company at a time. So we'll just start with Notary. Other than the fact that coaching is a monthly fee, what's the main difference? Would it be better to invest in coaching instead? So I think the boot camps could be a whole lot better than coaching, personally, because coaching, you get 30-minute sessions with me. And in that 30 minutes, and most people just do once a week. So let's say we meet once a week. That's 2 hours that you get for the month versus, what is that, 2, 8? That's a whole lot more hours. It's like, what, 8? It's 4 times, that's like 16 hours that you get in the boot camp. You get way more hours in the boot camp. Plus, in the coaching, we're fine tuning what you already have. So you get on the call, we talk about, where you are in your business, what you're working on, what you need help with, and then I give you action steps for what you need to do next. If you have questions, you can ask me, hey. So coaching is still good, but if you're comparing the two, I think you'd get more out of the boot camp because we're able to cover more. Like in a 1 month of coaching, we're not going to be able to cover all of this because it's for me to try to teach you up. So let's say you say, Vanessa, I want to learn apostilles. It's going to take a lot longer than 30 minutes to do apostilles. Okay. It's just going to take longer than 30 minutes. And we can try, we can start the process of going through apostilles. I would say probably like 2 sessions of coaching, depending on how, if you get it, hey, I got this, boom. Maybe 2 sessions of coaching, you should be pretty good. And then with apostilles too, you have different situations that may happen. The reason why I like the boot camp too is because if I'm just talking to you, coaching, you only have your questions, right? If you're with a group of people, someone might ask a question that you didn't think of. And it's like, oh yeah, what if this does happen, right? Now you're able to get more information from different people's perspectives of what if this and should I do this? So for example, I see a lot of things wrong on people's businesses, but I don't say anything. To each their own. But like I know a lot of people, they do a lot of weird things with their rates and how they charge and stuff. And just from experience of, testing the market and what responds well, I can see when people do certain things that's not going to work. You're going to lose people doing that. People are not going to want to do that. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. It just depends. You guys do what works best for you. I personally think the boot camp will be better, but I think coaching is great too. I probably really want people to do when it comes to coaching is I always say get the courses first. People who say, Vanessa, I just do coaching, no courses, I tell them no. Because you can do whatever you want. But during the coaching, I'm going to be referencing a lot from the course. Did you learn this in the course? Did you do this in the course? And really, it's going to take so much longer if you're going to be in coaching so much longer with me because it's going to take longer for me to teach you everything in the course versus if you just get the course, go through everything in the course. Now you come back with questions. Now I can fine tune what you did. You follow me? Okay, cool. Awesome, Tiffany. Let's do it. Okay, so let's talk about the first thing we're going to do this morning. So the first thing that I'm going to be working on this morning, and it's the first task for you, if you're going to join, are you guys going to join me in this work weekend? If you're going to join me in the work weekend, say join, or say what's something fun you can say. I'm never good with that kind of stuff. Like, if you're going to join me this work weekend, say I'm in. Just say I'm in. Listen. If you're going to join me in the work weekend, say I'm in. Vanessa, boom, here we go. All right, so I did a training on emails. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is going in through my emails. And so the first thing I do is clear my emails. That's first, because I like a clear inbox. You should make that a goal to have a clear inbox, okay? So I like a clear inbox. The next thing I'm going to do is review my templates. So one thing that I don't do it as often as I should because I really don't feel like I need to, but I'm going to review my templates and just see, I know for a fact 2 templates I want to add. So I think about what's the email that I type a lot that I don't want to type again. I'll turn it into a template. Okay, so and a template, you could do, who uses templates in their emails? If you don't, you should, please, honey, please do that. So I'm going to go through my templates and make sure I have all the templates that I want in there. And then we'll either use ChatGPT or Jasper to make new ones. If I need like something, if I just kind of review them and say, okay, hey, I want to add something for this. You know, what emails do I feel like I'm sending out a lot that I could just simplify and stop this process? All about automating my time, make it more effective. So I don't have to fix my email itself, like my signature, my name. So I like the way it looks. If you don't have like a signature line, you ever get an email from Notary to Notary, you know that block at the bottom, that's a signature line. Like all of that I'm good with. My picture I'm good with, so I don't have to change any of that, but I am going to clear out my junk email, all that good stuff, and fix my templates. The other thing that I will do, I'm not going to do it right now, I do a folder flush. So how many of you guys have folders on like the left hand side of your inbox where you just kind of throw stuff in sometimes during the week? I will do a folder flush where I go through all of my folders and make sure there's no email that I put in a folder thinking I was going to get back to it and I didn't get back to it. I'm not going to do that right now because I know there are some that I threw in there. It's on my list to do. So right now, my first thing this morning is I use Outlook. I use Microsoft Outlook, and I use 365. So I use the Outlook 365 that has PowerPoint. It has all that good stuff, you know, Excel, the whole thing. That's Teams. So I use that. And then everything that with that, and then also when I'm in there, when I'm using something, I think if I need to automate anything while I'm in there. And I can't think of my head any automation I want to do. I have it synced. So like any calendar invites automatically go on my Google calendar. So that's already done. I don't have to do anything with that. I think the main thing for my email that I need to do is just review my templates, clear out my email. It's not a whole lot, but there's some. Clear out my email, review my templates, and I think I'm good because I do like my signature. I don't have to change anything with that. There's no automations that I'm thinking that I need to do with my email because I feel like I have it all. One thing that I will do occasionally is like, so I do this too. And I probably will do it this morning, actually. I will go to YouTube and I'll just type in like the product that I'm using, the software. Like, let's say it's Microsoft 365. And I'll put things you didn't know about this. And I'll watch videos like that so I can see, oh, I could do this. I didn't know I could do that. Right? Anything that's happening. Like I know that Microsoft's coming with their own AI tool. I don't know if they came out with it yet. So I probably watch a video on that and see if it's live. If it is, I'm just going to play around with that this morning and see how that's working. That's basically it. I will see if there's any automations that I could also be adding in. That's going to be really quick and easy. Yeah, so that's that. That's the first thing. Boom, knocking that out. Boom, boom. The other thing that I do too, so I don't really use the contacts. There's a contact section in your email. I don't really use it. But one thing that I did start doing, again, so I do this periodically. I probably do it like twice a year where I clear out my phone. So my phone contacts, I sync my phone contacts with my business card app. Okay. So when I scan someone in my business card app, it goes into my contacts, right? And then so what I do is every like once or twice a year, I'll go through alphabetically and I will clear it out. So clearing it out basically is calling people, touching base, give them a phone call. And then I see if they're still in that business. Like yesterday, I was working on my A's. Anyone whose first name was A or business name was A, and a couple people were not in their business anymore. Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing this, or oh, I went back to work, or whatever the case is. So I could delete that resource as okay, they don't do that anymore. Or it's oh yeah, we have like I had two invitations to different events from doing that yesterday. So like one girl I was talking to, she was having an event. She was like, oh, I'm so glad you called. We're having this event coming up, yada, 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 right? So just good for networking and just clearing up and just making sure it's organized. And then two, it opens up that conversation, so they know what I do, my services, things like that. And it's not a sales call. It's just, hey, it just depends on who I'm calling. But I do that like twice a year where I go through my entire contact list, which is a lot of people. So like I said, and I usually just start with like the first letter. I start with A's, and doing A's may take, now if I said that and did this, nothing else, I could get through a bunch in a day. But usually when I do A's, it probably will take me, maybe I started yesterday. I'm going to finish the A's today for sure. And then I may go to the B's, just depends. It's a weekend, so I may be able to get a lot of people, but I can call who I can think of. But usually I do it Monday through Friday, so I can make sure if I call someone, they'll answer. But I did find a couple new companies, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were still doing that. And I did some reconnecting with some people, like, hey, what are you doing? Some people get deleted, and that happens. But I do that too. So that's one of my cleanses that I do. And that is really good because as you're growing your business, it's all about networking. It's all about building relationships. And then I like to do that too because I'm like a Rolodex of people. So when people say, hey, I'm trying to figure out how to do this, at this point in my life, I know someone who does almost everything. I'm sure I can learn more people, but like, let's say, hey, Vanessa, do you know someone who does this? I can say, I did meet somebody who did that. And I know because I went through my people, so I know what they do, yada, yada. And a lot of times I'll add things in the note section when I'm talking to people. I say, oh yes, her son has a birthday, or she's into this, and whatever the case is. Like one of my friends, I was going through her, and I know her clear as day. I haven't talked to her in months, but I know her, and I was going through her contact, and I remember she does a lot, but one thing she does is she makes vegan cupcakes. And you guys know we're doing the networking events now at the business center every Thursday. We have a networking event. So I just hit her up, but if I didn't go through my phone, I would have thought about it. So I hit her up and said, hey, how you doing, yada, yada. You still make vegan cupcakes. She's like, yeah. I said, okay, I'm going to order some for you for the event. But that's also like just supporting her, right? Because I can go to Food Lion or Walmart and get cupcakes, right? But it's supporting her and it's building relationship. And it's just like, her cupcakes are really good too, on top of that. Okay. So look at there. Okay. So that's first. The next thing, let me see. I'm trying to look at things that I feel like you guys can do too. So the next thing that I will probably do, is my website. So that's the next thing I will get into is my website. So after I finish clearing my emails, I'm going to go on my website. It's going to be website and social. So on my website, the main thing that I do is add blogs. That's my main thing. So you guys saw the videos that I did where I use ChatGPT, and there will be vegan cupcakes there. Yes. Okay. So I use ChatGPT or Jasper, really, either one. I actually have this other AI tool that does blogs really well. And so what it does is, I forget what it's called. I've only used it once, but it gave me like 50 blog posts. So I said, I don't really need it once right now. I'm good for a while. But you put in your subject. You can put like a lot about you. You put your website. So it can so basically what it does, it learns you and what your business is. And then you can say, I want 20 blog posts about this, include these keywords. It'll include the links, the backlinks that we talk about. It makes it SEO optimized. Like it does. So like ChatGPT is cool because it'll write the blogs, but it's not. So like ChatGPT is, I forget what it's called, but it's like an AI tool that does everything, which is great. But there are AI tools that are very specific. And the more specific the AI tool is, the better it's going to be at it. So this one tool in particular, all it does, the only thing it does is write SEO optimized blogs, right? So when I put in, hey, this is my business, which already has it already. This is my website. These are my keywords, yada, yada. I want these, long form blog posts, include whatever. And it takes about, probably like 20 minutes-ish. And it will kick out in PDF, I think it's a PDF format. It's where I can copy and paste effective blog posts. You can also ask it to include videos. So like I said include videos, and most of the videos is just I include videos from content relevant to the blog post. And so most of the videos that it was pulling was from my Notary to Notary channel. Now it did pull other Notary content, but because I put some verbiage about Notary to Notary, most of the videos that it pulled was my content. And so inside the blog is, text, links at the bottom, my video. And so all I have to do is take that to my website, post it. And so it's just like, that would normally have taken me probably at least an hour to do it by myself. And so using this AI tool, it does it all for me in like 20 minutes. But all I do is I plug it all in, what I need in like 5 minutes, hit go, and then it takes about 20 minutes to kick it back to me. And I forget what it's called. I know it's orange. Let's see if I can find it. Dun, dun, dun. I have a whole folder for AI tools. Dum, 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 dum. I'm gonna have to find it. I know it's orange. That's what I remember. And I'll post it. I'll post it in the AI group. I'm gonna do a video on it. Because I talked about it before, but I forgot to post it. I'm gonna post the link to it once I find it, but I'll definitely do a video on how to use it in the AI community, so you can kind of really get a I don't know where it is. Let me see. Yeah, you're trying to put me on the spot. We'll be teaching it in the AI class. Yeah, so in the AI community, that's where I teach the AI tool. So I did an AI video this week on Pictory. I did it on that, and it's basically a tool that takes long form or any kind of text and turn it into video that you can use for social, you can use for your website, you can use for your Google Business profile. And so I did that and posted it into the AI group. And there was a discount code for that one too. So I use that for video content. When I want to make like short form video content, it does that, and it'll turn, like, it's so super cool. You can take like a link to an article. So like, for example, I took a link to one of my articles and I put it in the tool, and it made a video to go along with the article. Now the video is with stock photos, and it has captions and everything to go along with the article. Okay. And then you can have music on it. It's an AI. I don't know if that AI tool does. No, it does audio captions too. But there's another AI tool that you can use to put your own voice on that caption. So you don't have to talk it. You just take the text and you put it in the AI tool. It learns your voice. You put the audio back on that video. So not to be too confusing, we'll get to that. And definitely during the boot camp, during the intensive notary boot camp, there's a whole day just on AI. Okay. And that's where we're going to be going over all of it. And that's something that I want to do too for, I'll be doing it soon. I haven't done it yet, but people keep asking me to do it. I just haven't done it yet. Where I'll be sitting down with business owners one-on-one and implementing the AI tools into their businesses. Setting up those automations for them. A lot of people, they love the idea of using AI, but it's like the actual setup process and like learning how to use it is like, ooh, cumbersome. I don't want to do it, right? And so you bring me in, I set it up for you, right? So, but that's coming out soon. It didn't come out yet, but it is coming out soon where I'll be doing that too. And it's not just for notary businesses. I've been helping other companies who are not even in the notary space because everything, and you can use it even if you're not in business. Like there's so many AI tools you can use in your day-to-day life. It's just crazy. But anyway, all right. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So the first thing, if you're under the sound of my voice, is you're going to get in your inbox and you're going to clean your inbox out. That's first. And you're going to set up your signature. And you're going to set up your auto response email, which should be professional, not really long. I see some really long auto responses. Like some people's auto responses look really bad. Just, you don't need a whole lot. You don't need an essay in your auto response. Okay. But yeah, so set up your auto response and then doing your templates. And then I'll come back on live once I'm about to do my website, so you guys can see how I'm going to be posting those articles on there. And I'll see if I can find the AI tool. I already have a boatload. Once I use the AI tool, I'm telling you, like 50 blog posts for me. So I don't need any more right now, but I can go and just have them make some more for me. But I'll show you guys definitely in the AI community how to do that. The schedule for the bootcamp is Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5:30 to 7:30. It might run to 8. But 5:30, 7:30 is a scheduled time. If one of those Thursdays, I think, or one of those Tuesdays, I'm at the NNA conference, I think. So that one will get pushed out the next Tuesday. But you'll know the schedule when you get in there. But it's every Tuesday and Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern to 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And the replays for that will be in the will get sent to you if you once you register. The link for So it's not PayPal. If you scroll down to the bottom, it's a link at the bottom that says we process through PayPal. But if you scroll down, it's a link that says pay with credit or debit card. So it should look like this. Hold on. Hold on a second. Dun, dun, dun. So it does say you're placing the order with PayPal, but oh wait, it already had me signed in. Let me not sign, so not me paying myself. Okay, so you place the order with PayPal, but then on the next screen, it'll let you put in a debit or credit card. If something is like not working and you can't figure it out, you just send me an email and I'll send you an invoice. You just pay with your card. But you just you say pay, and then it takes you to the payment page. And if you have a PayPal account, you can use a PayPal account, but you can also just put in a credit or debit card. Cool, schmool. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, info@notarytonotary.com, and I got you covered. That's all I have right now. I'm going to come back on live throughout the day as I'm working, and I'll be sending out emails and stuff of things as I'm working on it. If you're not in the text community, definitely get in the text community so you can see any updates we have going on. And then we'll do a giveaway this weekend too. Okay, so that's first. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clear emails, set up our signatures, do our templates and our autoresponder, make sure everything is running smoothly. You can also go ahead and clear out your text messages, your voicemails. I do that too. I usually clear my text I have an announcement to make, but I'm not going to say it right now. You got to wait. Yeah, just send me an invoice to info@notarytonotary.com and I'll send it to you. I got you covered, sugar. And then just put if you're going in person or virtual so I know which invoice to send you. What is happening? That is all, says the clock on the wall. Cool, schmool. Cool, schmool. Okay. All right. And then I will come back on live later today. Probably this morning because I'm going to get into the websites. I am Parkinson's lying it. So I'm going to give myself 25 minutes to do emails and do templates. Emails and templates, 25 minutes. And then we're going to knock out this website. And then I'll find the AI tool I was talking about so we can do it together. Okay. You like it? I like it. Let's do it. All right, guys, be great on purpose. Get into the boot camp. And if you want, we do have an in-person class today, right? We do have a notary training class at 10. It should be virtual streaming on there. It's virtual streaming and in-person tickets if you want to come into the Notary Business Center. It's from 10 to 12. If you want to stream, you can get a virtual ticket for that too. And that is from 10 to 12. So yeah, so I probably will do this. I think I can get website in before 10. I think I can do that. What do you think? I think I can do, right? Yeah, focus. All right, guys. I'll see you guys the way go. Be great on purpose. If you want to get into the courses, promo code Notary Life, all one word, Notary Life, 50% off of the courses. So like Ultimate Notary Bundle, business credit, things like that. Use it on that, on the actual courses, okay? All right, guys. I'll see you guys the way go. Be awesome on purpose. Until next time, happy signing.